What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weekly Weird News.
Hey, you guys remember back around the end of August when on this show we told you all about those grotesque, naked, small-dicked, and scrotum-free statues of presidential candidate Donald Trump that a street art collective placed in busy parts of several major cities across the U.S.? Of course you do. The piece was called The Emperor Has No Balls, and while many on the left found it to be absolutely delightful, there were many others on both sides of the aisle who found the whole thing to be in very poor taste, with some questioning what the reaction would be to a similar display featuring Trump's opponent, Hillary Clinton. Well, wonder no more, because earlier this week, a similarly grotesque statue of a naked Hillary Clinton appeared briefly on a sidewalk in South Manhattan, and it caused a bit of a ruckus.
Not a ruckus.
A real fracas.
Well, obviously, we've obviously got to censor the shit out of this, but the statue featured Hillary Clinton with the front of her dress open, exposing her breasts, ample stomach, and what we assume is supposed to be a Wall Street banker popping out of the back, rubbing her belly. And she has hooves for legs, like some kind of demon, obviously, which are covered in blood and stomping on a pile of emails. Adorable. The statue exercises some tiny bit of restraint by not subjecting us to Hillary's vajayjay, instead giving her a white thong. But overall, it's about as in-your-face disgusting as those previous Trump statues.
Blech.
It also goes with the thing that Alex Jones said, that she's a demon because she has flies flying all over her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She smells like sulfur.
Got that tongue?
Yeah.
Got those slitted eyes? So the statue went up at around 5:30 a.m. Tuesday morning outside of the Bowling Green subway station and was up for a full 3 hours, quickly drawing crowds of onlookers and eventually angering one woman named Nancy.
Nancy Grace?
No.
Oh.
Nancy, who works at the nearby Museum of the American Indian. She yelled, "This is obscene!" and knocked it to the ground, kicked it, and blocked attempts to stand it back up by sitting on it. This, of course, led to lots of back and forth bickering between onlookers over whether the statue was property that the woman was destroying and free speech that she was infringing on, or that the statue was obscene and offensive and should be removed.
Double standard. If you guys, the Trump ones went up and they made jokes about it, the Parks Department made jokes about it, why can't they do this? It's literally a double standard. Plus, she's destroying something regardless of if it was put up there by an artist or not. I don't know. By 8:30 a.m., after several calls to police, the NYPD's counterterrorism unit showed up and ordered the statue removed for not having a permit. That's what they're doing with their time?
I mean, terrorist attacks don't happen that often. They gotta
stay busy.
This. Yeah.
The Parks Department handled the last one just fine.
Yeah, well, this one wasn't in the park. It was in Wall Street. And the cops there are all just like in full-on riot gear at all times.
Anyways, shortly thereafter, the naked Hillary statue, or what remained of it, was taken away in a van, presumably by the artist, and hopefully it didn't hobble into that van and needed to be carried by 3 or 4 people. Who knows? Now you may be wondering, who is the artist behind this? Is it the same people who made the naked Trump statue? Wrong. It wasn't the bum fights people. While the makers of the naked Trump statues, an anarchist art collective known as In Decline, did allude to possibly giving Hillary the same treatment, this statue is the work of a 27-year-old New Yorker named Anthony Scioli, which is the most New Yorker name ever.
Anthony Scioli!
Hey! At least that's the most likely answer anyway. The man seen attempting to lift the statue back up after angry Nancy knocked it down identified himself as Anthony Scioli. Scioli, whatever. And the Daily Beast reached out to a Facebook user from New York with that same name, and they wrote the following to them.
I cannot confirm nor deny being this particular artist of interest. I will, however, say how much I appreciate the exposure this piece is garnering. It is a firm personal belief that satire brings us closer to the root of the truth of issues, and I find it rather unfortunate that in these divisive times, rather than spur a healthy, more lighthearted debate, it only seems to have led to more strife. Further, in these times of self-satisfying, shameless self-promotion, perhaps the artist would rather let the piece stand on its own and not make it about themselves. Or maybe your artist will come forward and tell their side. Maybe they will not. Maybe it's not any one individual, but rather a movement, a collective, an idea.
I did it. It was me.
Yeah, it was me.
It was me. Maybe he doesn't want to say anything after saying all that all that stuff about how it was him the entire time. Wow, it's just so impressive. I hope it starts a conversation, but it's not me. It's probably someone else.
I don't know. Maybe the person you're trying to reach
is closer than you think.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Also, I'm your dad.
Anyways, all right then. Well, here comes the part where we finally reveal ourselves as the shillery cucks we are by giving our opinion on the whole stunt. Our assessment, whatever. We laugh at the naked Trump statues because they appeal to our deeply ingrained 4th grade sense of humor, and this one does too. I think it's great.
Yeah.
It's not really the most clever or intellectual form of satire at all. Neither was the Trump one. But at least this one had the banker and the emails and the goat legs and the blood. That's a whole lot more context and criticism than just Donald Trump with a tiny baby dick and no balls. Also, it was a stolen art piece because they just lifted it from the Ilma Gore painting. It's essentially the same thing except a 3D model.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Also, when we reported on the Trump statues, we did bring up how they were placed in cities where the majority of the population skews pretty far left and probably already don't like Donald Trump, which is sort of cowardly and is basically just preaching to the choir. Putting a similar statue of Hillary Clinton on display in New York City,
near Wall Street of all places,
where it's going to be seen by lots of Hillary supporters and just blocks away from Wall Street, it's a bit more daring. Is it distasteful? Sure. Yes, absolutely. It's profoundly disrespectful, and so was the Trump statue. And before you go saying that the woman knocking over the Hillary statue is proof that all liberals are thin-skinned, we would put our money on the exact same thing happening if one of those naked Trump statues was erected on a street in, like, West Virginia or Alabama. But they weren't.
Yeah. Now, as uninspired and distasteful and offensive as these kinds of displays are, they're a great example of the difference between our country and the various countries around the world where this kind of thing would get you, at the very least, thrown in jail, or if you're living under Duterte, probably executed.
Probably.
Just sprinkle some crack on him. And at the end of the day, the deciding power in this election comes down to the voters, who can vote however they want, regardless of how they feel about a naked statue of their candidate or their candidate's opponent. Having said that, can we please fucking finish this goddamn thing already? November 8th cannot come fast enough.
I feel like time has slowed down over the past month.
Well, they're trying to stretch out as much of this election as they can, so they called up God, and they were like, whoa. Slow things down a little bit.
Like, it feels like reality is similar to, like, network TV, where the closer you get to the end, the more commercial breaks they are.
Yeah.
It's a lot of just recaps.
The last debate I thought was the best one, though, so I enjoyed it.
I just get it out of my face.
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
But, yeah, as much as we'd love to stop talking about all this, until this terrible election actually ends, we're just going to have to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
And let's be fair, the cultural divide that we've seen during this whole process probably isn't going away anytime soon. But hopefully once this election's over, we at least see fewer bad Pepes on the internet. Mm-hmm. Yes, the recent saga of Pepe the Frog continues, and it just keeps getting weirder. Now, we've talked about this previously, but just to recap, Pepe the Frog is a cartoon character that first appeared in the webcomic Boys Club by artist Matt Fury all the way back in 2005. For whatever reason, starting around 2008, Pepe's image began to be used in memes, mainly on 4chan, depicting a range of emotional reactions from happiness to sadness to anger to smugness.
Feels bad, man. Pepe soon became one of the most recognizable and ubiquitous fictional characters native to the internet, with countless user-created variations, some of which are very, very rare.
Do not
you
steal.
Shouldn't be sharing them online. Among all the many faces of Pepe on the internet, some of them are blatantly, shamelessly offensive. It's unclear whether this is because the people making these memes are themselves sincerely bigoted, or they're just trolls who want to make Pepe less of a mainstream meme by making him offensive to anybody outside of 4chan or 8chan or any of the damn chans. But as it is with any time the media tries to understand niche internet culture, they fail at it and they get a lot wrong. And that's what happened a few months back when Pepe simply became a racist alt-right symbol in the eyes of many in the media.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the internet-based side of Donald Trump fandom definitely embraced Pepe's new alt-right connotations. After Hillary Clinton's comments about half of Donald Trump supporters being a basket of deplorables, Donald Trump Jr. posted an image to Instagram featuring Donald Trump and several of his allies photoshopped into a poster for the Expendables. This time it's the deplorables. And right there, right next to Donald Trump, was Pepe the Frog with a Trump haircut. So, yeah, obviously this is not good for Pepe's image. Nor was a misguided blog post on Hillary Clinton's campaign website titled Donald Trump, Pepe the Frog, and White Supremacist and Explainer. Nor was the Anti-Defamation League adding Pepe to its database of hate symbols. All bad for Pepe.
Damn it! Now at this point, Pepe's creator, Matt Fury, who has remained mostly silent about the weird journey his creation has taken, he decided to finally take a firm stand on the issue now that he was being credited as the creator of a hate symbol, which is kinda bad for his brand. So, in the latest strange twist to the whole Pepe saga, Matt Fury has apparently reached out to the Anti-Defamation League and not only dropped some much-needed knowledge on them about how Pepes work, he has straight up joined forces with them in a coordinated online campaign to reclaim his frog creation's reputation through the power of positive Pepes. Because it's 2016 and this is real life and sad, and the rare Pepe market is going to crash with these fancy new happy Pepes.
Nah.
Boo.
I feel like it's 2016. This is Real Life should be our disclaimer that we put at the beginning of every show we do at this point.
Yeah.
Anyway, in a press release, the ADL's CEO wrote, Pepe was never intended to be used as a symbol of hate. The sad frog was meant to be just that, a sad frog. We are going to work with Matt and his community of artists to reclaim Pepe so that he might be used as a force for good, or at the very least to help educate people about the dangers of prejudice and bigotry. What is even happening anymore?
The internet has spilled over into the real world,
It's
sad.
It's too much. We
Hashtag
build
sad.
a wall. Build a wall between the internet and real
build
life.
a firewall.
Build a firewall, yeah. The press release also included quotes from Matt Fury himself, who said, it's completely insane that Pepe has been labeled a symbol of hate and that racists and anti-Semites are using a once peaceful frog dude from my comic book as an icon of hate. It's a nightmare. And the only thing I can do is see this as an opportunity to speak out against hate. As a creator of Pepe, I condemn the illegal and repulsive appropriations of the character by racist and fringe groups. The true nature of Pepe, as featured in my comic Boys Club, celebrates peace, togetherness, and fun. I aim to reclaim the rascally frog from the forces of hate and ask that you join me in making millions of new, joyful Pepe memes that share the lighthearted spirit of the original chilled out champion.
Oh, because everyone knows when you ask the internet to do something, they follow your orders.
Please stop making Harambe memes.
Okay.
No, they made more!
They made more!
God, does no one respect zookeepers
This
anymore?
is so weird. I joined up with the Anti-Defamation League, I put out a statement, and then more racist Pepes came out.
No!
It's like they're not even listening. Stupid. God damn it. Now, in an op-ed article that Fury wrote for Time, he spoke further on his feelings about Pepe, also explaining in detail to people out of the loop what Pepe is and how he went from a comic strip character to the internet's biggest and most versatile meme in just a few short years. Why couldn't they do this with Dilbert? That guy's losing his fucking mind.
He really is.
Yeah.
I miss the old Dilbert.
Yeah, no, they should make Dilbert the new fucking racist bigot.
Yeah.
Let's start that. Everyone
Yeah.
make Dilbert racist.
Scott Adams, yeah, just change the captions.
Yeah.
Did you know that all the wars in the world were caused by the Jews?
We got to get rid of these rapists. They're bad hombres. Anyways, he summed up the previous guy, not Scott Adams, summed up his feelings about the whole thing by writing, the problem with Pepe is that he's been stamped a hate symbol by politicians, hate groups, institutions, the media, and because of them, your mom. Before he got wrapped up in politics, Pepe was an inside joke and a symbol for feeling sad or feeling good and many things in between. I understand that it's out of my control, but in the end, Pepe is whatever you say he is. And I, the creator, say Pepe is love.
So, Fury at least seems pretty aware that Pepe's current public image is largely out of his own control at this point. But he is back to producing new Pepes of his own, starting with this comic strip that he made for the excellent website The Nib. Gotten really into them lately. It features Pepe slowly transforming into his Donald Trump incarnation and beyond into a grotesque, hellish creature devouring the original Pepe and eventually exploding in a nuclear blast. But was it all just a nightmare? No! There's Pepe being devoured by his own bed, which becomes its own sad Pepe face. Not exactly a positive Pepe.
No, not at
Very
all.
bleak.
Yeah.
Not positive by any means, but it is nice to finally see Pepe, the real Pepe, the original Pepe, reacting to what the internet has tried to turn him into recently.
I miss the old Pepe.
Straight from the...
Straight from the strip, Pepe. That feels bad, Pepe.
Yeah, we all do.
Let's move on to headlines.
Yeah, let's move on to the best, weirdest headlines from real news stories
Woo,
from last week.
Another one
Starting
that
with
strikes close to home for me, I guess.
Ringling Circus insulted by association with election. You thought I was going to say clowns. Election.
Yeah. So what's the deal here? Why are they even being associated with the election? Because they
People are like, oh, this election's a circus.
oh, we're not the only circus in town, bub. There's also Cirque du Soleil, and those
that's
tiny
not a circus. That's a cirque.
no, those
It's a
tiny
cirque.
French people. They don't think that they're being dragged into it. And furthermore, I bet that they have some serious shit going on, and they're like, if Donald Trump gets in, we can fucking bring the elephants back. Those damn liberal cucks made us get rid of the elephants.
Oh, yeah.
They made SeaWorld get rid of the fucking orcas.
What's the problem? Everyone loves an elephant. Bring the elephants back.
Yeah, Donald Trump is I guarantee you, if
We'll
you
bring
ask
it
him
back.
about fucking circuses, he'd be like,
Yeah.
we need more lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my!
In the good old days, you go to the circus, you'd watch an elephant get beaten to death.
It was
It
fun,
was
for,
fun
everyone.
for everyone.
You put the kids on top of it, it's beaten into such a pulp, it can do nothing but ride them around. Plus,
Yeah.
they grow fucking gold right out of their faces. It's worth so much money.
Speaking of animal abuse,
Yeah. This chimp at a North Korea zoo smokes a pack of cigarettes a day. And why wouldn't it?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You live in North Korea and you live in a fucking zoo.
This is another thing, too. It's like, I bet that Kim Jong-un loves this. He's like, take me to see the smoking monkey.
He did it!
He did it again. Take me to see the smoking monkey.
Yeah, they claim,
Well, of course he's addicted now.
they say that this monkey does not actually inhale, so it's fine. It's totally inhaling.
Yeah.
This zoo, though, the Pyongyang Zoo, other exhibits.
Bring back the elephants, and I want monkeys, and they need to smoke cigarettes.
So they got this chimp who's addicted to cigarettes.
Yeah.
They have an exhibit of just purebred dogs because apparently this is worth visiting a zoo over.
You know, you can't. LA, there's no purebreds around unless you go to Beverly Hills, so it is a unique thing to see.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of their animals just do like tricks.
Yeah, of course. That's because it's
That's
like,
what a zoo's for. Why would I want to just look at an animal? What can it do?
what can it do? Like when they fed that dragon the lizard in Hawaii, or they fed it a rat.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
See, exactly.
Yeah, that was
they have
awesome.
to do tricks.
Oh man, forgot I took a video of that.
Yeah.
That was fucking great.
Yeah.
Well, anyway. Unsuspecting mom-to-be goes to hospital with bad gas, leaves with baby.
Oh God, I had some bad Mexican food last night.
Now you have a bad Mexican kid
Get it out
for
of here.
18 years.
Hombres.
Yeah, I mean, you see something like this, how did you not know you're pregnant? Of course, if you watch the show, I didn't know I was pregnant. You see many examples of this. Her menses had not stopped, and she had been in a car accident like 6 months ago.
Menzies.
She'd gotten surgery from a car accident, and the doctor didn't notice that there was a fetus inside of her.
Ma'am, you are riddled with tumors, but I don't think it's a baby.
Yeah. So, I don't know, but yeah, congratulations.
You hear stories about that all the time.
I didn't know I was pregnant. And the explanation is usually, I was morbidly obese and didn't know I was pregnant.
Yeah.
But in this case, I was pleasantly surprised. Not a fat woman. Very confusing.
It's just some bad gas.
I've been holding this fart in for 9 months. Can you
I
do
bet it
anything
smells
about it?
terrible. Terrible.
This bubble of gas just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah.
Giving me weird cravings for
Someone
food.
get the camera. It's going to be epic. One of those good ones.
Yeah.
Thief repels into Canadian sports store, steals $150,000 worth of hockey sticks. So like 10. They take their hockey very seriously.
They were like $300 Canadian dollars a piece. So 500 of them,
Yeah.
right?
I guess that's not so hard.
Yeah, sure.
Good for them.
Yeah, but they knew what they were doing. They came in through the ceiling. They
Did you say sorry the entire
they
time?
zip tied all the sticks together.
Leave a
into,
note
like,
that said sorry?
probably.
Yeah.
On like Tim Hortons letter stock.
I'm sure you have insurance. I'm so sorry, but hopefully it's a clean process.
Canadian criminals only seem to commit Canadian crimes. They
Yeah.
steal maple syrup. They steal hockey sticks. They rob
That's
banks.
just the ones we're seeing.
They rob banks in full hockey gear as a disguise.
I'm sure there's a lot of shit going on all the time.
Nope,
in
only
Calgary.
Canadian crimes.
Only in Calgary can they do stuff like this.
They get caught in a sorry loop with each other.
Oh, so
they
sorry.
They freeze to death outside. Just like apology loop.
Yeah.
Sorry. Then you're dead.
You have to crack open the ice and pour maple syrup into it. It's like spinach to these people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Huh.
Driver distracted by moose accidentally hits moose.
Well, there's a lot of meese up there. That's what they're called, right?
Meese?
Yeah.
Meeseeks?
That's the Mises.
I think moose is plural and singular.
Nah, meese.
But yeah, this guy
Too many meese on the road.
driving on the interstate, and on the other lane, some other driver had smashed into a moose. And he's like,
They're
hey,
gigantic creatures.
hey, that's crazy. Bam, smashes into his own moose. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, would you look at that?
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. Oh, God. Anyways, Russian man calls the cops when wife tries to raise his kids as vegetarians.
Niet.
They will drink vodka and eat only raw meat.
Only chicken Kiev. I don't know. What is Russian food? What do you guys
Borscht.
eat?
They love borscht.
That's Polish, I think.
Vodka.
They like
Vodka's
like
not
vodka.
food.
I had borscht in Russia. Borscht.
It's like that cold soup.
I have
Yeah,
right?
things that I don't know what
Gross.
they are.
Chicken Kiev's like just chicken stuffed with butter, right?
I don't know.
Nah,
Is
whatever.
that like tiny? No, that's the difference.
They're fucking with our internet right now,
Yeah.
and they should
Yeah,
stop.
Russia needs to cut
Bad.
it out. Stop attacking our DNS.
Bad.
Carjackers leave man's car behind after discovering it has manual transmission.
When I got my manual car, like when I got it, my dad's like, "This is the best car you can get to not have it be stolen."
Yeah,
because
no,
they get
it
in the
is.
car, they're like, "Bleh."
At least here in the U.S.,
Yeah.
Europeans still love their manual transmission because they have the love of driving, or Fahrvergnügen, as they say in Germany. But
I loved driving my manual in France. It was great.
I never learned.
But here it's impossible. It's going up a hill. No way. Everyone parks too close to each other. You have to roll backwards on a hill, unless you're like really riding it.
I want to learn manual, but I feel like living in LA it would just be hellish.
First of all,
it's
gonna be hard to find someone with a manual here. Second of all, it'd be very cute to take you out to a parking lot and watch you practice.
I tried once when I was like 18. A friend of mine's mom asked me to move her car out of the driveway or something, and I was just like, I'm gonna break this. So
straight through the garage.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah. Well, if you live in America and you have a chance to buy a manual car and you can afford it and you can drive it, it's a great way to not have it stolen.
Yeah, the guy he got pulled out of his car at gunpoint by some little gangbanger.
Here you go.
And yeah, the kid got in the car and then just left.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
must
have been the manual transmission.
Yep. It definitely was. Half-headed man charged after setting mattress on fire.
He really does.
He has a half a head.
Yeah, it's just
Straight back.
Clean off. And
well, why weren't you using your brain, kid?
I only have half a brain.
Half a brain, yeah.
Yeah, he set a mattress on fire.
He's not left-brained or right-brained. He's bottom-brained, though.
Bottom brain. Yeah. Football Manager 2017 will simulate the effects of Brexit.
Good.
Because video games, you can't even escape the harsh realities of the world in video games.
Yeah, good.
Apparently this game's so realistic, though, that like actual soccer teams use it.
As simulations?
As simulations. Yeah. So they added Brexit in there because it affects like the cost to bring players over to your country.
And also travel to other places?
Yeah, like the visas, the way it works in the EU system is they're all on entertainer visas, which are like very easy.
Well, you can travel between countries there pretty easily too.
Yeah, but if you're a team in the UK hiring a player who's not a citizen of the UK is going to get more expensive and more difficult because the visa process.
This is what you wanted.
You asked for it.
Yeah, you got it.
Congratulations.
Do you think farmers use Farming Simulator to plan out things? Or are they at this point just like, the earth is scorched, we're all doomed?
I don't know.
Farming Simulator 17 will take into account global warming.
I mean, I can see using Farming Simulator, like, if you want to work on a farm, but you can't afford the land.
Sure.
Relax.
We need more farmers. Man locks keys in house, gets stuck in chimney for 4 hours. Santa? Is that you?
Yeah.
No, it's me or Dad.
Why don't you just prop open a window? Why is the chimney the next logical option?
Because of fucking Santa. People think that it's accessible.
Yeah,
because
Santa I wonder how many people Santa has killed with his lies about how chimneys work.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that fat Santa can get down the chimney, no problem. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just a normal sized man. How hard could it be? But actually, most chimneys, they open like this.
And they go different ways, too. Like, they'll have switchbacks as well.
Yeah.
For that reason, to keep shit out of it.
I love anytime someone gets stuck in a chimney, they usually have to fucking destroy the chimney.
Yeah.
And they come out and it's like
they're covered in soot.
Head to toe covered in soot. They always look so silly.
Yeah, it's great. Keep doing it.
Yeah. Moonwalking leads to heroin arrest, cops say.
Is this like a new form of jaywalking?
No, moonwalking. Like
I know what moonwalking is. Why did he get in trouble for moonwalking?
This guy was in a convenience store in the middle of the night, and the clerk was just like watching this guy just act like a fucking weirdo and like moonwalking up and down the aisles.
This is
talking
America.
to
You should be able
himself.
to do that.
He's like, I think something's weird is happening here.
What voice is that?
Clerk voice.
Clerk.
I'm a clerk.
Hey.
But yeah, the cop showed up and he was just pockets full of heroin. Which I thought heroin made you like not want to dance. This man's doing the fucking moonwalk. Not an easy dance to do.
He was probably trying to sell it to someone. He's like, I'll be the guy in the Circle K doing the moonwalk. Hey, that must be the guy.
Yeah.
Got any heroin?
That's good.
Yeah.
Because it's better than identifying yourself by like, oh, I'll be wearing a purple rose or whatever.
Yeah, purple rose.
Because that, they can be like, he's wearing it. But if you're doing the moonwalk, they're like, hey, you're moonwalking. He's like, no, I'm not.
Jealous boyfriend arrested for smashing ex-girlfriend's sex toy. She loved it more than me. Stupid.
Yeah. Although he says he paid for it, so I don't see what the big deal is.
She should try to return it.
Yeah.
This is broken.
Anytime you break up with someone, you need to destroy everything you bought for that person.
That's how it works, I think. Yeah. Anything you bought for them, you destroy, and then it's all fair. Especially animals. You guys got a dog or a cat together. Whoever signed the papers, it's up to you.
Just stick it in a bucket.
Just
all right, now we're square.
While she's looking you in the eye.
Is this what you want? It's still breathing.
Whew.
Upstate New York man charged with burglary after taking LSD and rescuing neighbor's dog from a hallucinated house fire.
Was he moonwalking too?
No.
I got your dog.
The police showed up, though, and he was standing on the curb holding the dog like a fucking hero. He's like,
Woo!
It's all right, officers. The dog is safe.
Give me your badge.
He hallucinated the house was on fire. He was like banging on the door. He's like, you guys, your house is on fire. And the dog was barking. He's like, oh man, there's a dog in there. I gotta save it. But he like drove his car.
No.
He got the dog. Came out to the sidewalk. It's all right, buddy. Cops will be here any second. I called him. And they're like, what the fuck is going on?
What's wrong with you?
Oh, it's all right. House
You guys
on
better
fire.
get in there and put that fire
Yeah.
out.
So, yeah. LSD. I didn't know it could do that, but I guess if you take enough of it,
Yeah, he must have taken a lot.
he mixed it with cough syrup too.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
What are you doing mixing stuff for? That's how you kill people.
It's like party flipping, candy flopping. What do they call it?
Party flipping, candy flopping, doodly doo.
Yeah. It's like a glass of
They're
wine
hipping
and a
they're
roofie.
hopping and they're bipping and they're bopping. The kids don't know what the jazz is all about. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Crow pulls bag of meth from Australian gas station garbage can.
Fucking snitch.
Yeah. What did the guy just thrown it away? And it's like, ah, never more.
I think it was. Sounds like it might have been like a dead drop. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Where there's no actual exchange. Like one person sticks it in there, like taped to the side, and then the other person comes and gets it. But yeah, the Crow found it, and then there was just drugs sprayed all over the gas station. The cops just showed up and there was drugs everywhere, and they're like, "What's going on?" So they looked at the footage, and there was a crow that had.
Did they find a guy putting it in there?
No, they have no suspects.
Oh, good. A victimless crime.
Yeah.
The crow's fucked up.
I mean, yeah, the crow's probably dead.
Yeah, the crow's already over here in the United States by now.
Yeah.
Fuck, I flew to another
I can
continent.
fly.
Holy shit, I can fly. Oh, God, amazing.
When 500,000 drug users surrendered in the Philippines, authorities sent some of them to Zumba.
Is that what they think is another country, but it's actually a fitness class?
No. Actually, the article body of this is really interesting.
That's sad? Is it sad?
Yeah, that too, because a lot of people are being killed, even after turning themselves in as drug users, being like, all right, sorry, I'll do whatever it takes, and they end up getting killed anyway. Yeah, when Duterte instituted this new plan where people could turn themselves in as drug users, there was no actual, like, plan of how to implement it. There's only 12 rehab centers in the entire country of the Philippines. So they're just like, oh, we'll make the villages, like each individual town unit deal with it, and they're like,
We'll make the villages pay for
yeah,
it.
and they're like, you for rehab, you're gonna like wash dishes at this restaurant, and you guys go to Zumba and sweat it out. Like, they don't know what the fuck is
Take
going
a
on.
salt tablet and get out of my face.
They said like after like a week, most of the like drug users that turned them in, they've now like fled
Yeah, duh.
because they're terrified that they're going to get killed anyway.
Yeah. So, oh, cool, I can wash dishes till I die now.
Yeah.
Or I can taste the sweet, sweet buzz of
You
heroin.
guys just don't get it. Gonna preemptively. That's going in the comments. You don't understand.
West Sacramento woman's tiny home stolen, then found. There's one of those little like tiny houses that you see on like HGTV.
Yeah, she had it on wheels while she was building it.
And someone just
Yeah,
came up with a
someone
truck and just
hitched it. Yeah, she was out walking her dog and she came back and the house was gone.
This isn't where I parked
And
my house.
They found it in like the parking lot of like a Vaughn's, like a mile away. They have no idea. Some kid probably just thought it would be hilarious.
Yeah, it was probably like one of those ones that doesn't even look like a house. It just looks like a trailer.
Yeah,
and they
it
open it up
looked
and he's
like a
like, oh my
mobile
God,
home.
someone's home is in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you should have put a manual transmission on that house.
Yeah. Next time. Hot dogs must be renamed in Malaysia, says religious government body.
Because dogs are not a halal animal.
Yeah.
So we don't want to confuse people. A lot of people in Malaysia are just like,
Malaysia?
they're just like, why are you doing this? This makes us look so stupid.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
They're doing it.
Yeah, they're doing it. It's just, yeah, if you ever go to Malaysia,
I'll be there.
they might call it a sausage.
I'll
But
be
it's
there
a
in a
hot
couple
dog.
months.
You're going to Malaysia?
Well, that area, right?
You're going to the country of Malaysia?
I'm taking a,
It's a country.
Malaysian airline flight.
Oh, well, tip.
See you later.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Well, that's our show.
Yeah.
Wow. What a fun journey.
We have a funner journey. Is that a term?
Yeah.
Because,
If you guys haven't watched Tugs yet,
whoo!
oh boy, are you in for it.
Yeah.
It is our most hated episode of our show ever.
since Fallout 4.
Just for telling it like it is about this new Nintendo.
It is
bezel.
dumb.
It's stupid.
Yeah. It's the most hated since Fallout 4. It's been almost a full year of hate.
Yeah.
Building
Feels
up.
good to be back.
Yeah, so please watch that. And then also watch our Tech Tuesday about self-driving cars that will kill you.
They're gonna run you off the road and you'll die.
Check out this fan art. Submit some fan art to @ETC Show on Twitter when the internet's back and those Russians stop messing with it. And maybe your art will be featured here.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.